A man was bringing his wife back home after a long time apart. She was excited but also nervous, hoping to be welcomed with love. As they reached home, she decided to clean up and went to throw away the household garbage. At the door, however, her maid had secretly tied a rope. The moment the wife stepped forward, the maid pulled it with force. The poor woman stumbled and fell hard to the ground, with all the garbage spilling over her. The man saw this scene. Instead of helping his wife, he grew angry. He scolded her for being careless and left her there, going straight into the house. Inside, his maid stood waiting with cunning eyes. Shockingly, the man introduced the maid as his wife in front of visitors. His real wife, humiliated and hurt, remained hidden, watching her own husband betray her identity. The evening continued as if nothing had happened. Guests came in admiring the house, praising its beauty, and sitting at the dining table. The man and the maid acted like a married couple, laughing and chatting. His real wife sat in a corner, silent tears rolling down her cheeks. Feeling unwanted, she finally slipped away quietly into the night. Days turned into weeks. The wife, rejected and heartbroken, was eventually thrown out of the house completely by her husband and the maid. Homeless and hopeless, she lay at the doorstep of her own home, crying until her strength was gone. No one came to comfort her. But soon after, life gave her a reason to fight again. She gave birth to a daughter. To raise her child, she began selling fruit in the streets. Every coin she earned came with hardship, but she never gave up. Sometimes she would send fruit to her little daughter, praying that one day she would be reunited with her. Years later, fate brought her back to the same house she had once been forced to leave. Trembling with courage, she knocked on the door. Her husband opened it, shocked to see her standing there. The maid was also present, her face dark with guilt. For the first time, the man looked at his wife with different eyes. When he held his daughter in his arms, a long-buried love awoke in his heart. At that very moment, 2 policemen arrived at the house. Without hesitation, they exposed the truth. The maid and her secret partner had been involved in fraud and deceit. Both were arrested immediately and taken away in front of everyone. Silence filled the house. The man looked at his real wife, tears of regret forming in his eyes. He realized the grave mistake he had made by abandoning the woman who had loved him truly. With their daughter between them, husband and wife finally reunited. Together, they started a new chapter in their lives, no longer built on lies and betrayal, but on trust, family, and the hope of a brighter tomorrow.